It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Ford Field. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between...
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we can feel it all the way up here in the booth.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step. And a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff going to open up with a throw. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. He only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. To the goal line and in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And a decent return there He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready for their second possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Working free downfield, it is Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, Goff. This one caught at the 4. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They'll run with Gibbs. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start Pro-rating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, his defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Daniels. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Throwing again, Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson, and he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Working the sideline, that's St. Brown. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Quickly, they get it into the hands of Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before he even had a chance to develop.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll go play action here, and he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness of taking the shot there, but the downside is, Mike, when you find yourself backed up this close to your own end zone, now it brings up 4th down. That is not an enviable situation to find yourselves in. You either got to punt this ball away and play field position, or if you keep that offense out there, you better have a play you feel really good about.
And a short field awaits. Fair catch taken on this side of midfield. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he's in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Here's Bates for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions will get out in front 17-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. The motion man here is McClure. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down following a pickup of 5. Now a 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Looking middle, and he's got Brown.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That is caught. What a throw. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Commanders are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's into space past the 25. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Here's 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. on first down. Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Reynolds now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. He's got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Goff gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Goff to throw on first down. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Patrick motioning here. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll be taken down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Williams in motion. On first and 10, here's Goff. Catch is made, that is Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw is Goff. There's that man again. Another catch. On play action, Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led.
And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. Second down and 3. Now Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. They face second down and 7. They'll go play action here with Daniel. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw is Daniels. To the outside, catch made by Brown. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Looking to Samuel. 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. The motion man here is McClure. On play action, Daniels. He's got it at the 3. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
The tight end going in motion to the left. Play action. Here's Daniels. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. To the goal line and in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll go play action with Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Throwing, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
That's taken in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Throwing on second down, Daniels. The throw on the run is complete. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. on the ground to start. They give it to Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Once again, it's Gibbs. Has some room inside the 30. The speed on display. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense and Terry McLaurin heading out onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Daniels to throw on second down. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Daniels now on first down. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. The air again is Daniels. He's got it inside the 5. And the Commanders have got a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Daniels gonna throw again. And this is gonna be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer, as they score here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Goff down to a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.